What's up, YouTube people? Today we will be talking about LioConvoy. LioConvoy is a fat, gross, neck-bearded man-child who likes to pretend that he is the modern-day Chris Hansen. He likes to hold himself up as some form of pedo hunter, but in reality he has never caused a single pedo to be arrested, let alone actually persecuted. Instead, what Leo likes to do is hang out in his Discord server called the Senate, where he will spend his whole day doing nothing, but tell everyone that he has better things he could be doing. Leo, I'm sure your idea of a better thing is eating, LARPing as a furry swordsman, or doing baby talk with your significantly younger little toy, Peaches. Leo is someone who likes to see himself as a man, and will get onto others if they don't meet his standard of masculinity or conviction. But the funny thing is that these are both traits Leo significantly lacks himself. First of all, telling people to man up. What is this, the 1950s? I do not understand how someone who defends trans people and other sexual identities can be so bigoted to imply that there is a set way in which men are expected to act. If you were truly accepting and logically consistent, you would understand that all people exist on a spectrum, and that telling them to meet up to the standards assigned to their orientation is only going to cause them to loathe themselves more for still not being able to be what they want to be. Personally, I don't think there is one set way for a man or a woman to act, but that is because, unlike Leo, I don't judge one's sex based on how I expect them to act. But if you were to bring this contradiction up to Leo, he would insist that he is very accepting and even be willing to tell you about all of his supposed LGBT plus friends. Okay, Leo, that will really hold up. I'm sure that you see them as some of the good ones, am I right? The truth is, Leo does not really care. Gender politics are just part of his grift. Being progressive is a tool that allows Leo to be able to label people he personally doesn't like as transphobic or bigoted. So like the coward he is, he can shut down any discussion he personally doesn't like or think that he can easily win. Honestly, he is truly pathetic. But if you think that behavior is bad, just wait till I tell you about his treatment of the mentally ill. Leo loves to drag mentally ill people into his server and have them be in multi-hour calls where he calls them dumb, dense, stupid, and retarded right to their faces. Leo will berate these people for hours, knowing that their mental conditions put them at a disadvantage in arguments he will try to throw their way. He will then mock them for not being on his level mentally, and even laugh audibly when they struggle to be presentable. Honestly, Leo, you claim to be a man of God, but I do not think the Lord would be favorable to those who would stoop as low as you do, and you should feel shame for enjoying it as much as you do. Honestly, you sicken me.
There is no dirt on me. Wanna know why there's no dirt on me? Because I know at the end of existence, I have to answer to a just, righteous God.
Leo, let us not speak such follies. God is watching and he is not pleased.
Moving on from your treatment of mentally ill people and onto your treatment of women. You claim to be an ally and someone who tries to save people from abusers, yet you hurl the same language many abusers do at women. You call women sluts, whores, and repeatedly tell them to shut up, and when you can't get them to shut up, you will shout over them, using what you think is your deeper and bolder voice to try to intimidate them into being quiet so you can berate them for hours on end. Well, I love to burst your bubble, but you don't sound scary in the slightest. At best you sound like Boogie, at worst you sound like Wings of Redemption. Honestly, you fat neckbeards all sound the same. It must be something they put in the Mountain Dew and Pepsi you all chug down your gross gullets. The only woman this man baby doesn't treat like total shit is his own personal slave, Hopeless Peaches. And my god, that name is befitting, cause you are one hopeless person, Peaches. I almost regret feeling bad for you all those years ago during the prison mate Luke drama, after seeing how much of a clout-chasing, drama-hungry, cruel, and hateful monster you have become. Honestly, if this video does well, I would love to do a follow-up where I tear into you. But for now, back to the big man himself, and I put emphasis on big, cause my god, you are disgusting. Leo, if you were to put all the time you used to harass women and mentally ill people onto improving yourself. Like, I don't know, try going to the gym and start dieting so you can have a smaller gut. Maybe, just maybe, you would actually be able to properly swing your little $5 swords. The funny thing is, Leo, If you just stayed logically consistent and held your little friends to the same standard you hold the people you dislike to, you could have possibly delayed this wave of hate that is coming your way. But instead you wanted to play cop and judge. You wanted to arrest the people who you disliked and put them in a kangaroo court so you and all your sick little friends can point and laugh at them. These people didn't have time to prepare. They didn't have people that could help speak for them. Hell, you didn't even have a moderator in these calls. Leo, you serve no justice, and you don't help any victims. You are a bully. A bully who monetizes the pain and suffering of others and uses the attention you receive from what you do to prop yourself up as some kind of good person. Leo, a truly good person doesn't have to tell everyone just how good he is. If you do good things with the expectation of it one day helping yourself, then you haven't really done anything good at all. The road to hell is paved with good intentions, and from what I have seen, your server isn't too far off from being a hell for some people. I also want to say that everyone who sits in these calls and either contributes to the harassment or just listens to it happen, you are all on my shit list too. All of you equally deserve to be called out, and if you really had any morals, you would leave that place while you still have any dignity left intact. I could go on longer, and who knows, maybe I will do a part 2 video later. But for now, I feel I have successfully vented why I dislike this excuse for a man. Leo, if you respond to this, which realistically you or one of your friends might, despite me having no audience, just know your attempts at calling me a hypocrite will fall on deaf ears, because I do not really exist. You do not know my name, my politics, my real beliefs, and I will never clarify what's real and what's a joke. I exist now just to call you and others like you out. You are a self-righteous piece of shit. And I hope you and everyone who hides behind your massive shadow continues to get exactly what they deserve.
Yo, Akumu. Saw your vid, bro.
Surfer.
Here's my response to it. I heard Akumu wants some beef with the Lion Man. Cook him up on this beat like a frying pan. Lio got the heat like Miami or the Taliban. Terrorize his soul, he will never come around again. Just some peaches and you dissing my family. Keep my name in your mouth, cause you really a fan of me. Eminem in the Senate, cause his bitch keeps standing me. Time to vote his ass out, then go sleep in my canopy. Rolling wild. Yeah, you know I've got them bars like a jail dude. Take his girl out for some ramen like it's prison food. Kumo think he cold, he don't know what this heater do. I'll make him cut my name in his leg, I'm unbeatable. Prince Kai, bitch you faker than plaster. Stretching out Akumu's ass like that shit was elastic. Out here stalking my daughter while condoning harassment. Call me Lio the Reaper, cause I'm closing your casket. I got my squad, we the Senate and we winning. I ain't kidding, check my record like this video you're clicking. I'm a beast, I'm a lion, and Akumu's just a chicken. I be blowing up your speakers like a bomb, hear me ticking. Hear the when I detonate the flow. You a bitch, 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 I'm Mia, you a hoe. Hear the pow and the barrel at your throat. So don't mix up shit, cause this lion is a goat.